じさんがいつも食べたい食べたいって言ってて、ずっと気になってたの。
If she was okay with that, so was I. And I had just a thing. We bought a lot of instant noodles at the local convenience store. If there were any left, Dara would probably eat them.
すっごいね。カップ麺ってあんなにいっぱい種類あるんだ。
今は未来と違って飽食の時代だからな。コンビニなんかでは毎週のように新商品が出る。
そうなんだね。ね、この中のどれを食べてもいいの？
Kagari looked inside the plastic bag I was holding.
もちろん。好きなのを選んでくれ。
それじゃどれにしよっかな。
She looked just like a child, the way she put her finger to her lips as her eyes shone.
私これにする。塩味の。
Salt flavor!
なんなら2つでも3つでも食べてもいいぞ。
本当？でも食べ過ぎちゃうと太っちゃうしな。
She had so many different expressions that I never got tired of watching them.
そういえばさっき他にも何か買ってたみたいだったけど。
ああ、これだよ。
I took something plastic out of the
こ
bag.
れって
フォークだよ。箸じゃ食べづらいんじゃないかと思って。自分専用のものにしてラボに置いておけばいい。
いいの？もらっちゃって。
別に大したものじゃない。
Kirito had always wanted her own fork. I knew this didn't make up for anything. I just wanted to do it.
やった！ありがとう。実はね、私お箸使うの苦手なんだ。ママからもいつも注意されてて。あ、これ先っぽにウサギさんがついてる。かわいい。えへへ。私専用のフォーク。私のもの、これで2つ目だ。
The other must have been the keychain that Mayuri gave her.
でもなんでかな。私これずっと欲しかったような気がする。もしかしてこれもクリスさんの記憶なのかな。
さあ、どうだろうな。
ねえオカリンさん、オカリンさんはクリスさんのこと好きだったんでしょ？
I almost choked at the unexpected changes in the direction of the conversation.
大丈夫？
Help, I'm dying.
いきなりなんでそうなる？
だって大切な人っていうのはそういうことでしょ？で、どうなの？好きだったの？
She seemed genuinely interested. I guess she was the right age for that.
まあ、あいつとの出会いが俺の人生を大きく変えたのは確かだな。
ああ、ごまかした。ずるい。でも人生を変えるほどの大切な人か。なんか憧れるかも。
She changed everything. Past and future.
ねえ、オカリンさんから見てマキセ・クリスさんってどんな人だったの？
気になるか？
自分の頭の中にある記憶の持ち主のこともっと知りたいよ。
俺が教えなくてもそれこそ記憶として頭の中にあるんじゃないのか？
それが自分で思い出そうとしても思い出せないんだよね。時々断片的に出てくるだけで。それも大抵難しいことばかりだから、もっと人間的な部分っていうの、そういう人となりとか教えてほしいなって。
Kagari had never actually met Kirito, had she? If she was sharing the memories of someone she'd never met, it would make sense if she wanted to know more about
あ
her.
いつは マキセイ・クリスはとにかく好奇心の強いやつだったよ。
ふむふむ。
その上頑固で、自分が正しいと思ったことは誰に何を言われても決して曲げることはなかった。
そうなんだ。
不遜で強がりで、そのくせ寂しがり屋で。
The memories of all the conversations I had with Kirito and everything I'd gone through with her came flooding back into my mind. I talked to her just like this once before, come to think of it. Not in this world line, though.
それに怒ると怖かった。
怖い？どんな風に？
回答して海馬に電極ぶっ刺すなんて物騒なこと言われたりしたよ。
And then for some reason she ran a few steps forward and spun around. And then...
そんなこと言ってると回答して海馬に電極ぶっ刺すわよ。今すぐ回答して海馬に電極ぶっ刺してやろうかしら。
Kirisu.
なんてこんな感じ？オカリンさん？
いや。
The memories of Kirisu inside Kagari. If they could be perfectly replicated inside Kagari's head, would Kagari Shina become Kirisu Makase? It was a stupid idea. Personality and memories were different things. But even so, if her memories turned into Kirisu's completely, if that happened...
オカリンさん。
え?
Kagari wandered back up to me and put her weight against me. It was so sudden I caught my breath. I could feel her warmth in my chest, the feeling of her skin. It reminded me of Kirisu. The sound of her pained moan brought me back to reality.
どうした？カガリ？頭が痛いのか？
Well, got a trophy at least. Kagari's body twitched in my arms.
やだ。もうあんなとこ帰りたくない。助けて。誰かここから出して。
どうしたんだ？カガリ？
助けてママ。どうして助けてくれないの？ママ。
落ち着け。落ち着くんだカガリ。
I grabbed her hands to keep her from struggling anymore. The people on the street were staring at me, but I didn't have time to think about it.
大丈夫だから。
オカリンさん。
歩けるか？とにかくラボに戻ろう。
She finally calmed down, but still seemed to be in pain. I let her lean on my shoulder as I took her back to the lab. Once we got back, she went to sleep and didn't wake up. Her headache seemed to have calmed down, but sometimes she would still moan. I'd contacted Mayuri and the others, and they were probably going to arrive soon, but... the words she'd said before.
助けてママ。どうして助けてくれないの？ママ。
What was that? Were those fragments of her lost memories? If that was the case, then she really was. Just as I went in to look at the clock, the door opened and Mayuri and Lukiko came running in.
大丈夫なんですか？
ああ、今はよく眠っている。
よかった。
She must have heard us talking because Kagari's eyes slowly opened.
カガリさん。あれ？ここどこ？
She looked around, afraid.
落ち着いて。ここはラボですよ。ラボ？日本？ そうだよ。日本の秋葉原だよ。日本。私、日本に。
This doesn't sound good.
私、交換留学で。
Uh-oh.
そういえば、公演の準備は。
Uh-oh.
留学？様子が変です。ねえ、オカリン。
Exchange program. Lecture. Those were Kiriso's memories.
あれ？論文はパパに見てもらおうと思って頑張って書いたんだけど。
落ち着けかがり。それは君の記憶じゃない。
Kagari looked up at me in a daze.
オカリンさん。
そう。お前は椎名かがりだ。牧瀬クリスじゃない。
かがり。私は椎名かがり。
Ka-dunk. Ah.
ルカ子、悪いが、かがりのことを頼む。
はい。
Kagari was confused for a while after that, but she gradually started to calm down again. Once it seemed safe to do so, I'd taken her back to the Yanabayashi shrine. But maybe we weren't going to be able to look after Kagari ourselves after all. Maybe we should take her to the hospital. Was it my ego that was stopping me from doing so? I kept thinking about that. I kept thinking about that as I walked along.
今日はマユシーも一緒に泊まることにするね。
ああ、そうしてもらえると助かる。
It would make Kagari feel a lot
なる
better.
べく普段と同じように接してやってくれ。
わかった。
I told her to contact me right away if anything came up, then head back to the lab.
かがり、ひどいの？
That was the first thing Suzuha had said to me when I walked through the door. She and Maho were sitting on the sofa. I told them about the situation already via line. But they were still worried anyway, probably.
今は落ち着いてるが、一時はかなり混乱していた。
やっぱりクリスの記憶？
ああ。ここまで来ると、もう間違いないだろう。
I still didn't know why, but inside Kagari's mind were Kiriso Makase's memories. The question was how to deal with this problem. There were limits to what we could do on our own. The most we could hope to do was figure out how this happened. That wouldn't be a real solution. To really fix this, we needed to get back to normal, to erase Kiriso's memories and restore the original Kagari. And for that, we needed the help of a specialist. Maho Hyaja was a specialist in that sense. There was nobody else who knew as much about memories and the workings of the brain. But there was a problem. We still hadn't told her that Kagari was from the future. In this world line, Maho didn't know Suzuha and the others that well. Of course, she didn't know about the future or the time machine. Was it okay to tell her?
ねえ、あなたたちはかがりさんとはどうやって知り合ったの？漆原さんのところに来る前は、彼女はどこで何をしていたのかしら？かがりは千葉の県境で倒れていたところを助けられたんだ。意識を取り戻した時点で、それ以前の記憶はなかった。
That was the same as the last world line.
でも、子供の頃の記憶はあるんでしょ？鈴葉さんは彼女と知り合いだったのよね。